Son las 3 de la mañana, así que pues vamos a no hablar mucho, pero esperamos que el juego de por sí los videos. Bueno, dame un minuto mientras yo acomodo el directo. Necesito eh, estar preparado para poder eh, comenzar. Se me está complicando hacer el título. Pero no, ya, ahora sí, señores. Usamos el brillo. Yo diría que ahí estamos perfectos. Yo no soy picky. Mis fans tampoco son piquis. Ninguno somos piquis. Boston, 1924. Edward Pierce, veterano de la Primera Guerra Mundial, ahoga sus recuerdos en alcohol y somníferos. Ahora trabaja como detective privado, pero le cuesta encontrar un caso que le despierte. Está bien, interesante. Pues alguien que viene de una guerra es normal que no se emocione. Adéntrate en la locura. Si estoy loco, estoy de suerte. Que los dioses se apiaden de aquel que, en su tosuda insensibilidad, es capaz de conservar la cordura hasta el espantoso final. Iniciamos. Iniciamos un poco turbio. La verdad. ¿Es un tiburón? El tiburoncín. Soy el tiburón de la mar. Esos son sesos, me imagino. Me pregunto si son humanos. Uh. Por parte no creo que sean humanos. Creo que son todo de tiburón. Ah, bueno, iniciamos interesante. Perturbador, pero interesante. Bueno, no puedo alumbrar porque no tengo. Bueno, bueno, no sé qué acabo de hacer. Ok, con esto. Ok. Con esto brilla. Y con este corre. Ok, hay un tiburón. Claramente creo que no hay otra salida, ¿no? Bueno, como no hay otra salida, y personalmente no creo que sea tirándose al agua. Porque no, no es tirándose al agua. El juego no explica mucho. Ah, ok, conseguí. Algo me dice que el juego es de miedo. Ok. ¿Qué ofrenda? Ok, aprendí a correr yo antes de que el juego me enseñara. Ok, parece que es un culto satánico. ¿Por qué soy feo? Bueno, todos somos feos. Ok, era una pesadilla. Una pesadilla muy rara. Odio el whisky.
I wonder why I still take these things.
Edward Pierce, ¿por qué seguiré tomando esto? Los médicos me lo recetaron cuando volví de la guerra y me juraron que se acabarían las pesadillas, pero desde hace un tiempo han ido perdiendo efecto. Puedo ver Dark Waiter, lugares, habilidades, cordura, pistas, inventario, conocimiento. Mechero, mi viejo mechero en el que hice una inscripción en recuerdo de la 77 División de Infantería y de los soldados caídos del batallón perdido. Ok. Esto afectará tu destino.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Agencia de investigación de Pierce. El médico podrá decir cuantas veces quiera que ya no necesite el remedio para mantener a raya los recuerdos. Pero yo sé que volverán si paro. Cualquier mañana de estas es probable que no despierte. A pesar del tratamiento, vuelvo a oír voces en mis sueños, pero esta vez son diferentes, desconocidas. Parecen brotar a la superficie de las profundidades ancestrales ignotas. ¿Qué criatura sin nombrar es la que me llama? Ugh. No, 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 la musiquita está buena.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. Natural sciences, linguistics, are a good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
Al dueño del bar que me contrató no le gustó la manera en la que cerré el caso, pero cuando vives al margen de la ley no hay mucho con lo que atacar a un detective privado que tiene pruebas en tu contra. Bueno.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
El marido nunca entendió que su mujer le hubiera abandonado. Me estuvo llamando durante semanas después de terminar la investigación.
I used to be an avid Wentworth agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. I used to be an avid reader. I used to be an avid reader. Been too long since I've slept in a bed. I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherrifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Reparte tus puntos de personaje. Los puntos de personaje te permiten mejorar la potenciación de una habilidad. ¿Cuántos puntos tengo? El ocultismo representa tu conocimiento de la ciencia oscura. Si mejoras esa habilidad, aumentará las probabilidades de descubrir el uso y el origen de las reliquias ocultas. Espérate.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth nothing to your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might put you on the pig. Mr. Pierce,
I'm coming.
Ok. Hasta ahora no me parece un mal juego.
Here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and blood collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl. She is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look.
Voy a investigar.
Carefully at this painting.
A painting.
Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
Pues yo ya las digo, pero no creo que una pintura ayude en un caso de criminología, pero...
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at the picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Ok. El médico podrá decir cuántas veces quiera que ya no necesite... Espera. No puedo... Bueno, no me deja bajar, así que... No me deja bajar, así que pues...
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Una etiqueta de envío es casi ilegible, pero entiendo parte de la dirección. Almacén 36, Darkwater. El informe policial dice que el fuego empezó en el comedor y se llevó toda la familia. La policía concluye que fue un accidente doméstico. Sin embargo, hacen hincapié en la fragilidad mental de Sarah Hawkins. ¿Por qué? Un recorte de prensa, un artículo sobre el matrimonio de Sarah y Charles Hawkins, un hombre de negocios de la isla de Darkwater. Llevan una vida solitaria con su único hijo, Simon. O Simón. Bueno.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into her.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah
El
lived
perrito
there with her
carnesí, bienvenido al directo. Estamos jugando un juego creo que de terror. Este juego tiene una hora para impresionarme. Estoy haciendo una saga, llevo como 30 diferentes juegos. Hasta ahora muy pocos me han impresionado. Entre estos están Alan Wake y The Walking Dead. Por ahora este juego me está impresionando. Me llama la atención. Bueno, vamos a ayudar al cuchito. Investigar sobre el almacén 36. ¿Hay algo en la historia?
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
Suena como que la niña era...
What she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Ok, tengo que investigar.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. The police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You will be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
Bueno, hay algo extraño en el caso.
Darkwater.
El man de la foto, bueno,
I've got a book on the North Atlantic.
de la
I'll no
pintura,
doubt find some information on this island.
es idéntico al del sueño con el que iniciamos el juego. Darkwater, ok. Edad 63, Stephen Webster, hombre de negocios, un rico hombre de negocios muy respetado en la zona de Boston. Stephen Webster vino a verme para que investigara la muerte de su única hija, Sarah Hawkins. Este hombre no acepta negativas ni verdades incómodas. Está dispuesto a todo para demostrar que su hija no estaba loca. Charles Hawkins, de 41 años, naviero. Charles Hawkins fue una persona muy conocida en Darkwater, al ser heredero de una familia de navieros. Solía viajar mucho, conoció a Sarah Hawkins en un viaje a París. Se enamoraron, se casaron y Hawkins la llevó a la remota isla de Darkwater. Tuvieron un hijo al que llamaron Simon y vivieron una vida muy discreta y reservada. Simon Hawkins, de 11 años, era estudiante. El único hijo de Sarah y Charles Hawkins murió en el incendio en el que falleció toda su familia. Sarah Hawkins, pintura de 33. Sarah Hawkins es una pintora conocida por su atormentado universo artístico. Se convirtió en un personaje de culto gracias a sus extrañas obras y sus escenas de apariciones públicas. Recuerdo que una vez me dijo algo así como: pinto lo que los sueños me susurran. Su matrimonio con Charles Hawkins hace un año sorprendió a las comunistas de la alta sociedad. Una rica heredera de Boston, famosa por salir de fiesta en fiesta, decidió seguir a su nuevo marido para vivir recluida en la isla de Darkwater. Desapareció de la portada de los periódicos y nadie ha vuelto a saber de ella desde entonces. Incluso su muerte en un incendio sigue siendo un misterio al día de hoy. Su padre, Stephen Webster, es el único que intenta averiguar la verdad. Es este cuadro que se observa en una silueta monstruosa que amenaza a una mujer y a un niño. Se distinguen llamas al fondo. Stephen Webster, el padre de Sarah Hawkins, cree que tiene alguna relación con la muerte de su hija. No me deja bajar por alguna razón, pero no pasa nada.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then. All I have to do is Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. I used to be an avid lost battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't current.
Bueno, creo que no se me queda nada. Vamos a tomarnos otro traguito. Somos un detective, así que tomémonos el traguito. Ah, qué rico, un traguito.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston.
Bueno.
But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting.
Ganaste un trofeo, el caso de Sarah Hawkins. Bueno, Pierce toma el caso Hawkins. La artista maldita ha sido acusada de provocar el incendio que mató a su familia, incluida a ella. La única pista es una perturbadora pintura que dejó a su padre. En la etiqueta de envío figura la dirección de un almacén situado en la isla de Darkwater. Este lugar parece ser el punto de partida de la investigación de Pierce. Pues, señor Pierce, no nos estés llevando a nada raro, por favor. Adéntrate en tu locura. Adéntrate en tu locura. Un amor fugaz lleno de aventura. A game by Tienes Studio, or Studio, however you want to call it.
We're almost there.
Estamos llegando a Darkwater. Personalmente me llama mucho la atención qué va a haber en Darkwater. Call of Cthulhu o Cthulhu, no sé cómo se pronunciará, creo que es un nombre raro el de este juego, la verdad. Personalmente no sé cómo se pronuncia. Estamos en el Sevilla o Sechilla. Los nombres de este juego parecen ser pero muy raros personalmente, pero bueno, no pasa nada. Es un juego interactivo, lo cual me gusta.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Reeves.
Why, thank you, Captain.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the
Okay.
Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Bueno, lo primero vamos a ver porque vi que había algo nuevo. Tenemos un punto. Se necesita un punto. Pero... ¿para qué se...? Ah, sí, miran de abajo, no arriba. Pues, no me creo tan hijo de puta y la pude ver. Ah, qué hijo de puta, mano. Bueno, ok. Estamos.
Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shyster!
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
Don't treat me like another one of these locals. You're completely overwhelmed, and you could do with reinforcements.
What are you thinking? That you can call the National Guard to an island like Darkwater? For a stranded fish? Gosh darn, Mr. Not like another one of these locals. Go give your valuable advice somewhere else, huh? Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand. You can't understand. Don't put that beast back in the water.
What could have done so much damage?
Puta, mano, no le pregunté por.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy. The cops, they can't understand. Damn stupid idiots. Forget it. Nobody listens to what.
What could have done so much damage?
Puta, de verdad no me va a dejar mal parido lugar.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
Mm.
We're already in trouble.
Nothing for you here either. Ps5.
There's nothing to sort out. You're chump.
Ok.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
No puedes hablar conmigo, tombo hijo puta.
Put that beast back in the water, you
Bueno, vamos. Bueno, no me deja agarrarla, pero pues aunque sea sé que si tengo una emergencia va a estar ahí. No voy a tomar acá, no confío. Acabo de llegar a ese lugar, no confío en tomar. Pero quiero averiguar.
Hey,
¿Por qué eres tan hijo puta? ¿Pero qué te hizo el man para que lo trataras así? Pierce, eres un hijo puta.
Let's get him another drink. In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
You saw it just like me. That bum deserved a lesson.
Yeah, but he's a regular, and you're not.
I can see that you and I are off to a bad start. I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Torture?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
The way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was banned.
I've got what I need.
Anything?
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
That'll be all for now. The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Era 55, propietario del bar de la ballena varada, Roy Mitchell. La prohibición no rige en la ballena varada, donde acuden los marineros a buscar consuelo en el whisky de Mitchell. Por ello conoce mejor que nadie los secretos y rumores que cuentan los isleños cuando se les suelta la lengua.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That cat saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
One of the miraculous cats.
Exactly.
I bid you farewell, Jim.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Ustedes no me sirven.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader. Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
What you looking at, stranger?
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
Well, it was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it. I told you to beat it.
Bueno, eres problemática, pero bueno. Iniciamos mal las interacciones con el policía,
I told you to beat it.
con con la señora. Señor, deme un trago. Pues bueno, no me dé nada.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine. Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine. Broken. This place seems half abandoned. Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Bueno,
This man and Fitzroy could be twins. What a macabre souvenir. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat.
Bueno,
I
la misma
brought out
entrada.
the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. That's all I'll get from them.
Solo unas pocas fechas son legibles, aún 1890, 1907 y una última, medio borrada. El resto del documento es atachado. ¿Quién tendría interés en ocultar esa información? ¿Dónde está el señor? Espera, me perdí.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth, and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. Can you tell me where the warehouse is again?
Look, I've already shown it to you. It's the one with the cop on guard duty out front. You can't miss it.
Understood. I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Bueno, el señor se enojó cuando hablamos de cat.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
¿Por qué? No sé, pero se enojó.
What a macabre souvenir.
Bueno, ahí está la pata del papá. Necesito...
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told that flunky that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
Another break?
One of those damn sailors.
I told you to beat it. I told you to beat it.
¿Tú te crees la reina, no? Malparida, hijo de puta. Pero vas a ver cómo te vas a enamorar del protagonista y no te voy a dar pipí. Vas a ver. Vas a ver. Te vas a enamorar de ese prota.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting. Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
Bueno, obviamente creo que me va a tocar ir para acá porque aquí la policía no...
Damn stupid idiots. Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway. That's no way to...
What could have done so much damage?
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
Bueno,
They can't understand. Damn stupid idiots.
después que la cagas con los protagonistas, la cagas.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. If you want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
I shall
Pues
take my leave.
si es la misma pendeja que ahorita me trató mal, pues vas a ver lo que es bueno.
This ratchet device seems to be usable. A whale vertebrate. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil. A handle. It must come from these old winches. I could use this old winch to...
Falta algo. Pero... falta algo. Pero ¿y qué falta?
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Falta algo, pero lo que no entiendo es qué me falta. Pero es raro porque ya puse... ¿Puedo volver a intentar? Pero no hay nada. Por ahora, creo. Pues... tengo dos, pero no me hace repetir.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around.
I shall take my...
Por ahora voy a dejar eso allá sin hacer nada porque no encontré.
Where do you think you're going?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone. You again. I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
La gente aquí es grosera en el juego, pero
Damnation. Broken. It's no use. The padlock won't give. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
¿por qué?
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I've never heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the Navigator.
He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Oh, hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Ok.
I've taken enough of it.
Let's see.
Bueno, ustedes no me sirven.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problem. How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Sí, pero ¿y cómo entro al almacén 36?
Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. You'll stink less.
Cat, she's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes.
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another one.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. You'll stink less.
What happened to the statue of St. Brendan? Dreadful.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors.
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
She sounds frightening, boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
What are you guarding, exactly?
Listen, bonehead, we already told you that we're guarding our boss's turf.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's gonna be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
I bid you, gentlemen. If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Ay, ¿cómo entra al almacén 36? Va a ser curioso. ¿Por qué no funciona? Que alguien me explique por qué no. No entiendo. Aquí hay algo. Mira, necesito la... No creo que me sirva
I shall take my...
si tú no me sirves. Mira, necesito hasta el cat.
I told you to beat it.
Fuck. ¿Cómo entro al hijo puta cosa de Hawkins?
You again. I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
Puta mano.
Well, well, look who's back.
Did you miss us?
I have an offer that could interest you.
We're listening.
I need you to keep them busy for a while.
You send us to take the punishment while you go quietly about your business. What's in it for us?
What would convince you to help me?
There's only one thing that'll get us to move.
For sure. Bring us something to drink and we'll take care of the bootleggers.
I'll be back.
Take your time. We're going nowhere.
Damn stupid idiots.
You again.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on.
Drinking anything else?
What do you know about the Hawkins warehouse?
If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there were sailors screwing that butt.
I read in her...
Don't want the biggest whale ever made.
Charles Hawk, you know if he had...
I don't know the detail, money or not. The Hawkins family was up.
You seem to...
Well,
You don't dare say a thing because you respect their memory. But that doesn't mean that you don't have a lot on your mind.
You're not a PI for nothing. Okay. I don't know what it's worth, though. For Miss...
She was sick.
I shouldn't have mentioned it to you. Forget it.
I've got what I need.
Anything...
Let's say I want to buy a bottle from you.
Let's say I don't want to sell you one.
Oh, come on.
Drinking it here is a privilege. Not anything else?
That'll be all.
Nightmares. Can hear things.
Do you like our song?
We may not...
That's true.
I heard the Hawkins.
And all they will be with that.
It's... I bid you farewell.
Good.
I told you to beat it.
Como si me importara el viejo hijo de puta. Bueno, necesito conseguir esa botella.
You're back again. What can I do for you?
Apparently the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouse.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type. You're back again. What can...
I shall be on my...
So,
Bueno, pues no le puedo poder llevar trago porque no hay manera de que me vendan trago. Personalmente a mí no me van a vender el trago porque el man me la montó.
So, have you got what we asked you for?
Liquor?
Exactly.
I'll try to find some for you.
So, have you got what we asked you for?
I didn't find your liquor.
Because you haven't really looked.
There's no shortage of whiskey on Darkwater.
So, have you got what we asked you for?
I didn't find your liquor.
Because
There's no shortage.
¿Y dónde lo encuentro? Dime tú. Dime un lugar.
What's with you?
I bid you... If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
There's something coming. Something real bad.
What could have done so?
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble.
You saw going.
I shall...
¡Qué putas! No, en serio, qué putas. Mira, y eso... Ah, espérate, ¿qué? ¿Desde cuándo putas tengo...? Ok, si ven lo malo de que el juego no explique muchas de las...
should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
Si ven lo que me faltaba, la puta linterna.
Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle. Damn, I broke it.
¿Y ahora qué hago? Bueno, parece que ya no...
Well, well. A little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
This muddy alley is yours? Good for you. I've got work to do.
I don't think that you've quite understood the situation. I'll tell you how things work around here. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Is your name Cat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not. Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
Oh, I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm gonna have to deal with her.
Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah, aching guts.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. It's something that I respect. So understand by that, if I catch you again, we'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly, but it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
Think it over. I've seen what you're capable of. And you didn't miss me.
I accept the compliment. Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you, to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me, and I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective. Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit. Nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley. I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
Oh yeah. He's gonna get us into trouble.
Es bonita la pelada.
It's fine. He's with me.
¿Escuchaste, perro? Estoy con ella. Y vos también, hijo puta. Me perdí. Pero, sí, sí. Entra, señora.
That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
Pues no que iba a estar conmigo hasta aquí.
Ugh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case? Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place that smells as bad as it looks? The glass is shattered, like someone smashed it. Was it before or after the removal of these bandages? What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here? Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Tiene 24 años, Kat. Qué mamazota tan rica. Deberíamos ser pareja, Kat. Deberíamos ser pareja. Mira que no encuentro nada más.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! The Hawkins case has been wound up. Let the dead rest in peace.
It's clear that you knew the victims. I'm sorry to dig up bad memories.
I can still see the poor child lying burned on the floor of their drawing room. We had to tear him off. The marks must still be there. They're in my mind anyway.
It's horrendous. I'm going to need your experience to bring him justice, Officer Brent. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange poetry. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Yes. I'd like to go and see the mansion.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way.
Bueno, sí.
Would you please shut the door? Open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Pero
Is
yo
it
que
far,
te...
this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
La extraña casa. Peter se consigue entrar en el almacén en el lugar supuestamente abandonado. Hay sorpresas, signos de ocupación reciente y una pintura parcialmente quemada. Bueno, hicimos 3 capítulos. De 14.
Well, here we are, Hawkins mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only...
Bueno, un juegazo. La Call of Cthulhu, un juegazo. No lo vamos a terminar en el canal. Así que hasta ahora, aquí lo dejo. Hasta la próxima. Espero les haya gustado. Y hasta la próxima.